He looked good today at an interception, a couple broken up passes. What do you think he'll be able to bring? He's back at full strength.
I'm just happy he's back at full speed, so he gets a chance to prove that he can play. I mean, it's always nice to see him get through a whole practice without any problems. And you know, I look forward to when he puts pads on and we see how he does.
How do you think Craig hit back at tight end?
I thought Craig had caught the ball a lot better than I anticipated he would. Yeah, he looked pretty good. But here again, you know, I think with his size, though, he ought to be a pretty good blocker. Our question mark, I think, was whether he could catch the ball, and he caught the ball just fine today.
And also, how do you Zach Dilley at center? How did that move come about in the first place?
Well, all along we've been training him a little bit at center, and he was recruited to be a center. I thought they had a couple problems with the snaps, though, but I think we have a couple young quarterbacks that have never taken a snap from under center. They were shotgun quarterbacks or spread quarterbacks. So it might be Dilley's fault, but I'm assuming that at least half the problem was the quarterbacks, too, since they've never taken a snap from center.
The JUCO quarterback, he's a walk-on?
Yes.
So he came after you guys and said he wanted to...
No, we saw him during recruiting, and we didn't really want a junior college quarterback, so we waited, and he didn't get recruited by anybody. So we gave him a chance to come here and prove he could play. I mean, but he got himself in school and all those sort of things, so we're happy he's here.
I guess how much does it hurt that you guys are so thin at cornerbacks for the spring? There's only 6 of them?
6 is not bad. Only 2 can play. I mean, we never play more than 4, and usually we rotate 3. So 6 is not bad. I mean, now we got a lot of DBs coming in this freshman class because we have so many older guys. They're not corners. The older guys are all safeties, though. But there's a couple corners coming in with this class, too.
So you're expecting that that's a place where you could look at some kids in the fall and see if they could play right away?
Yeah, if we don't, at the end of spring practice, if we don't have confidence in the ones that are here. I'd much rather have 2 or 3 of these guys prove they can play and have confidence in them instead of worrying about a freshman playing.
And King Holder, he had a good season last season, I felt like, especially in the bowl game.
He played okay, you know. He should be fine with his shoulder.
What was it, the shoulder? It was just like a...
You would have to ask. I think it was a rotator cuff, but it might have been a labrum. I mean, I don't even know what that means.
Anything serious, or?
Well, I mean, he had it operated on, and I think it's supposed to take I don't know, 3 months to 4 months to be completely well, where you can hit somebody and all that. So he just got out of his sling about a week ago.
And I don't have the stats in front of me, but it seems like I think he's the most experienced cornerback returning. Would you consider him a starter right now, one of the spots, or?
I don't consider any of those corners a starter right now.
Okay.
I think that's a wide open position. Whoever proves they can play has the best chance to play a lot.
And how about the offensive line? It seems like you had a pretty set group of guys. Nico Syracuse.
Yeah, well, Nico played really well in fall camp. Did a really good job on the scout team. I mean, we even thought about playing him. But as the season went along and he didn't play, as there was fewer and fewer games to play, we decided to make sure he redshirted. But we thought he could have played as a true freshman, so it's nice to have him in there. And he actually worked with the travel team most the first half of the season, and then we decided to redshirt him, and then he went down to the scout team.
And I know last year in spring ball we saw a lot of guys like shuffling in and out at different spots along the line. Like one day a guy was playing right tackle, the next week playing like left guard. Can we expect any more shuffling like that?
I think you can expect that in the spring because the one position it seems like coaches really want to keep consistent is offensive linemen. They want to keep the same 5 together.
Yeah.
So spring practice is your chance to find out who the 5 best guys are. And then if you know who the 5 best guys are, then you try to put them in the proper position. And then hopefully in the fall, if there's no injuries, you don't have to move anybody.